Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Influencer marketing. You probably wouldn't think that influencer marketing and Monday Night Football had much in common, but I'm here to prove you wrong. Last night, I just happened to be watching Monday Night Football, and boom, this ad pops up on TV, and I start seeing these familiar faces on the TV screen that I normally see on social media platforms like Dude Dad and Oh You Betcha and Holderson Family, and I'm like, wait a minute, like I know those guys from somewhere, and all of a sudden I start realizing like, oh, these are like guys who are social media influencers, but they're in a national TV ad spot for a big brand like Target. And I was like, wait a minute. It started clicking for me that influencer marketing is just much more than just, influencers on social media. In today's marketing world, there's such a big opportunity that we can take advantage of for influencer marketing within our strategy, within our just methods of reaching our audience with the right kind of message. And so just this video hit me last night and it was like, boom, it made me pause and just thinking about how personalities and influencer marketing are going to play a bigger role going forward. And to back that up, eMarketer just came out with a new research outside of their influencer marketing report, but one of the bigger things that they have pulled from is that influencer marketing is the most popular strategy as seen on YouTube, and YouTube is becoming more and more a safe haven place for influencer marketing to take place for brands and content creators alike. And so if you look at this marketing strategies, we're marketing globally, use YouTube for influencer marketing. Well over a quarter of marketers around the world are using influencer marketing strategies. And so, and think about another 25, so over half of these people are uploading content anyways, but there's a quarter of that group that's using influencer marketing within those strategies, and they're seeing big results from it. So think about this as this stat pulled out. U.S. influencer marketing spend on YouTube will reach $2.35 billion this year. That's a big chunk of change. But if you think about just like you're uploading videos for your brand and using personalities, whether that's an in-house brand or personalities that attract people to your brand, it builds that trust and authenticity just a little bit deeper. It cuts through just all the noise that a lot of other brands are putting out there as far as content goes. In that video, through influencer marketing, really being able to create that trust bridge, a little bit of authenticity that relates to your brand. And think about like, well, Drew, like, I have a perspective of what influencer marketing is, but let's just see what eMarketer says. So what is influencer marketing? Influencer marketing involves a celebrity, which is probably what most people think about with influencer marketing, or content creator, subject matter expert, or public figure endorsing a brand's product or service to drive social proof. Again, to drive social proof. Social proof is one of those powerful things. I know you see this a lot in B2B SaaS, social proof on whether it's a landing page, the home page, whether that's customer testimonial, through written form, video form. You see that very prevalent in B2B SaaS. But I think in B2B industrial spaces, especially if you're in a niche B2B industrial play, social proof is huge, and it's a huge part of grabbing your audience and bringing them closer to your brand. And so a lot of people think of these mega influencers. You could throw out a bunch of names, whether they're celebrities or big content creators, but I think there's a bigger play in B2B industrial spaces or B2B manufacturing for these micro or nano influencers, folks who have a very smaller following. Smaller is not a great word, but less than 10,000 followers or even less than 5,000 followers, whether that's on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, because probably a lot of those people have very dedicated niche followers that are entertained or want to be educated by a certain topic, right? So I think of Jake Hall, the manufacturing millennial, on LinkedIn. I have followed him for a few years now because he is so excited and advocating for manufacturing in America, period. The skilled trade labor, manufacturing, optimizing this manufacturing 4.0 that we're all going through. And Jake travels to all of these manufacturing events and just interviews companies and learns more, whether that's about robotics or about just production optimization, engineering, skilled labor, you name it. And he does, I mean, he has less than 100,000 followers, but like he's a pretty influential voice. And that's a B2B manufacturing, B2B industrial play there. And, you know, I think of what Target did is pretty impressive because this all took off. This like Target probably got pulled into a lot of these content creators, these influencers 4+ years ago. Think about that. 4 years ago, Dude Dad created a video called Husbands of Target, and it's hilarious. I would recommend you to go back and watch this video. It's just guys talking about just being stuck in a parking lot, and they used fake data of like every year 7.6 million husbands are stuck in a parking lot for hours waiting on their significant other to come out of Target. You know, it's just a tongue-in-cheek video, and I'm sure Target took notice of it. But then all of a sudden, as these content creators got bigger and their following got more substantial, it was like, wait a minute, there's an opportunity here. And think about just from not only the cost perspective of like how you can make that investment from a brand, but like you're pulling in like a more authentic bridge to your audience through these content creators. And from there, Target has created like very, very funny videos, and they've been able to use their brand to pull in celebrities. Like with this video, Teammates of Target, they've been able to feature Matthew Stafford, aka Minivan Guy, and Garrett Wilson, both NFL players and very famous in their own right for what they do, being able to pull that into the content creator, influencer marketing world and leverage that within their brand. Another good one, they've got some other athletes that they've been able to pull in on this pickleball tournament that takes place in a Target parking lot. Again, these are just small examples, but the report I saw from eMarketer, it kind of opened my eyes to what could be. And I always think about from a B2B lens, a B2B marketing lens, especially in manufacturing or industrial, like thinking of different ways. This came up in a conversation we had as a team here at Rockwell. Like, what are some different ways we can wisely use and maximize our marketing budget through content creation? And one of those topics was, podcast, but also potentially doing some influencer marketing in a creative way. And how can we invite those content creators and those influencers into our space and really just connect with our audience by using trust and authenticity. And so just curious, what is your take on influencer marketing? What are your thoughts on influencer marketing? Have they changed, stay the same over the years? Curious to get your thoughts. And I hope you have a great day. See ya.